Imagine stepping into a home that feels alive with laughter and warmth, yet beneath that comforting facade lies an unsettling chill, a whisper of something not quite right. You wake each morning surrounded by the familiar, but there's a heavy weight pressing upon your heart. It's as if an unseen hand is holding you down, a reminder of forgotten fears lurking just beyond your consciousness. This is the paradox of existence, building a life filled with love while grappling with shadows that dance around the edges of our happiness. Carl Jung spoke of the shadow, the parts of ourselves we deny, the fears we suppress. These hidden truths often manifest in unexpected ways, sometimes creeping into our homes, lurking in the corners like uninvited guests, waiting for their moment to reveal themselves. When we ignore these signals, we turn away from the essence of who we are, allowing unresolved tensions to fester and grow. Consider the haunting tale of the crying boy paintings which emerged in the 1950s. These images depict a child with tears streaming down his cheeks, an evocative image that resonates with anyone who has faced heartache. While they may seem innocuous at first glance, their history is steeped in tragedy and mystery. Many believe these paintings carry a curse, one that has haunted countless families who welcome them into their homes. The crying boy embodies the archetype of the abandoned child, representative of lost innocence and unprocessed grief. He serves as a mirror reflecting our deepest fears of suffering and abandonment. Those who hung the painting soon found themselves grappling with inexplicable disasters, fires that left homes reduced to ashes while the painting miraculously survived, untouched. Each tale surrounding the crying boy is not merely about loss. It is about confronting the shadows that dwell within us. Families reported strange occurrences before disaster struck, a sense of foreboding odd accidents, and then came the fire. This cycle mirrored our own struggles with denial and avoidance, revealing how ignoring our pain amplifies its presence in our lives. Let us delve deeper into one family's experience with the crying boy. Initially, the painting seemed like any other piece of art, a benign addition to their living space. But soon after hanging it, strange happenings began to unfold: flickering lights, unexplained noises in the dead of night, and an ever-present feeling of being watched. As days turned into weeks, they brushed these occurrences aside, attributing them to an overactive imagination or perhaps the quirks of an old house. Yet, deep down, the shadows began to stir, whispering warnings that were too easily ignored. But then came the fire. It started small, a flicker near the fireplace, but within moments, their home was engulfed in flames. As they fled, they turned back to see the crying boy hanging on the wall, untouched by the inferno. Their escape was bittersweet. They lost everything except for that haunting image that seemed to mock their plight. The crying boy becomes a specter of misfortune, weaving through the fabric of their lives. Each tragic event serves as a reminder that ignoring our pain only amplifies its presence. Those touched by this curse were compelled to confront their inner turmoil. Only then could they begin to heal. The crying boy, once a mere painting, becomes a guide through the labyrinth of their fears, urging them to face what they have long repressed. If you're enjoying this, consider liking the video and subscribing for more insights. As you navigate your own home and heart, ask yourself what shadows linger in your life. What truths have you pushed away? Embrace them. Acknowledge your fears as you would a friend, by inviting them into your consciousness rather than allowing them to control your narrative. Perhaps it's time to create space for dialogue between light and dark. In Jungian terms, this journey resembles the archetype of the hero, one who must descend into the darkness of their own psyche to confront their fears. The crying boy serves as a symbol for this. If you're enjoying this, consider liking the video and subscribing for more insights. Journey He embodies the pain we often avoid but must face to emerge transformed. The families touched by his curse found that each encounter with misfortune led them deeper into their own shadows, forcing them to reckon with what they had long buried. The process is not easy. It requires courage and vulnerability. Jung spoke of individuation, the journey towards self-realization and wholeness. To embrace our shadows is to acknowledge that they are part of us, shaping our experiences and responses. The crying boy invites us to look beyond the surface, to recognize that misfortune can serve as a catalyst for growth. As we consider these narratives surrounding the crying boy, we are reminded that every shadow holds a lesson. Let us reflect on the significance of art in our lives. Art is not merely a collection of pigment on canvas. It is a vessel of emotion, a conduit for stories untold. The crying boy, with his tear-streaked face, speaks to us in ways that words often cannot. He embodies our collective grief, our fears of loss and abandonment. When we hang such images in our homes, we invite these emotions into our sacred spaces, intertwining our lives with theirs. The families who faced his curse learned to confront their fears, revealing truths that had long been buried. They discovered that in facing their fears, they could reclaim their power and rewrite their narratives. So how do we navigate this path? The answer lies in reflection and acceptance. The journey toward healing begins not with denial but with acceptance. Will you allow the weight of unacknowledged fears to dictate your journey? Or will you summon the courage to face your shadows head-on? The choice is yours, just as it was for those who hung the crying boy on their walls. In confronting the painting's curse, they faced their own inner demons, revealing truths that had long been hidden. The crying boy becomes a mirror reflecting our own vulnerabilities, urging us to acknowledge our pain rather than suppress it. Each time we confront our fears, we take a step toward healing and transformation. As we part ways today, remember this: every image holds a story, every shadow carries wisdom. The crying boy reminds us that our fears, when acknowledged, can lead us to profound transformation. What stories lie behind your own fears? What shadows are waiting for you to recognize them? Let us continue to explore these narratives together, uncovering truths that resonate deeply within us. Each piece of art carries within it a world of emotions and experiences. The next time you come across a work that stirs something deep inside you, ask yourself, what stories lie behind it? And more importantly, would you dare to bring a piece of that mystery into your home? The choice is yours, but remember, some art may come with shadows of their own. As we wrap up this exploration into the haunting legacy of the crying boy paintings, it's clear that art can hold more than just beauty. It can carry the weight of fear and superstition. The next time you encounter a piece that stirs something within you, consider what stories lie beneath its surface. And perhaps, if you own or come across a crying boy painting, you might want to think twice before hanging it in your home. After all, some mysteries are better left unsolved. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep this conversation going, because sometimes understanding the past can help us navigate the unknown future. Each decision shapes your journey. Each acknowledgement of fear paves the way for transformation. Remember, sometimes the stories that haunt us can reveal more about who we are than we might like to admit. Stay curious, and until next time, keep your eyes open for the strange and wonderful that surrounds us. As we conclude this exploration into the haunting legend of the crying boy paintings, it's hard not to wonder, Zane, what draws us to the unknown, and why do some stories linger, even haunting our homes and hearts? Whether these paintings are mere coincidence or something more sinister, they remind us how art can intertwine with our lives in unexpected ways. So, as you step away from this video, Take a moment to look around your own space. What stories are your walls telling? And perhaps consider the power of belief, both in the tangible and the ethereal. Who knows what mysteries might be lurking just beyond your sight? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. Have you ever encountered anything that felt just a little too eerie? Share your experiences and reflections as we delve deeper into this enigmatic world where art and life intersect, where shadows dance along the edges of our understanding, and where perhaps, just perhaps, we might find ourselves transformed by the very stories we seek to uncover. As we wrap up our journey into the unsettling world of the Crying Boy paintings, consider this: what if art holds more power than we realize? Each brushstroke tells a story, but some tales come wrapped in shadows. So the next time you admire a piece of art, ask yourself, could there be more lurking beneath the surface? If you're intrigued, dive deeper into the mysteries that surround us, and maybe, just maybe, you'll uncover a truth that goes beyond the canvas. Remember, the stories we tell, and the ones we choose to ignore, shape our reality. What will your next story be?